And let's make some noise for your A main field for the King's Challenge 2022.
Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this? I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it.
Come on, Mount Gambier, let's have some noise out there for your four-wide salute. McFadden, Veal, McHugh, and some kid called Newton.
It's a big weekend coming up for him, isn't it?
Newton's Law. Callum Walker, too, has been doing a heck of a job. Lights are about to go out. So James has stayed on the inside front row. I think he got that choice. Lockie McHugh and James McFadden, Jamie Veal. Right. Lights are out. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time here at Borderline to get dirty for 30. We're green. Very good launch. Newton. Murcott got a good start. McHugh goes to the top. McFadden on the bottom. We got one in the hole, Liam.
Robbie Farr making ground quick. He's up about 3 or 4 cars. And Newton already banging down the cushion. Looks at a big move on Murcott. Tags the rear tail tank and they'll continue on. Dumsney now through as well. Puts the move on Newton up the inside and pushes right up to the back.
Trouble in turn 1 will go yellow just as McHugh got rocking in the 7.
Newton already banging down the fence. Just rocking from the bottom right up to the top and using every piece of that cushion.
If you tuned in on the net, welcome to Borderline Speedway Mount Gambier. Lockie McHugh is your leader from James McFadden. The real deal hunting on the top. We're back after it. 28 to go. Murcott takes the bottom. Marcus Dumsney looking racy as well. Macedo working the top on Newton with 27 remaining.
Veal goes to work on McFadden. Jamie Veal has that wing crank back. Puts a slide job on McFadden. The battle for 2 and 3 is immense. McFadden on the bottom. Veal around the top. Oh! McFadden just about backs it into the fence.
Well, he did. That's how he didn't spin. He somehow tagged the wall and ricocheted off it. Madsen and Robbie Farr. Madsen starting to go forward in the NS4. McHugh out to a significant lead. Veal in second. Third is McFadden. Fourth is Murcott. Fifth is Carson Macedo. Sixth is Marcus Dumsney. Ryan Newton, Ryan Jones, Robbie Farr and Stephen Lyons in your top 10.
McHugh has a 2.5 second lead already. 7 laps into this race and McHugh is gone. He's way up in thick of lap traffic now. He comes after Callum Walker and Joel Heinrich, railing around the top. McHugh is at home in that NQ7. The Australia one. Jamie Veal locked in second. Brake disc is glowing.
Hallett had a big bike in the middle of turn 2 up on the cushion near the wall. Very similar performance for Lockie McHugh to this time last year. Veal, McFadden is now closing him down into... My goodness.
Be set for a start. Jamie Veal out of 2. James McFadden, David Murcott, Carson Macedo. Yellow lights are out. Green at the ready behind McHugh. Veal loads up on the top. We're green. McHugh into 1. Leads us away. Murky locked to the bottom. And Veal right to the top. How good is it to be under green again? Veal McFadden. Macedo puts a launch on Murcott. Here comes Carson Macedo now.
Oh, McHugh right upstairs. Everybody doing the same, except running the very low side out of turn number 4 is Ryan Jones. He and Lindsay nearly got together. McFadden coming up to Veal. Puts the slider in. Oh, just watching was Newton tag the wall coming out of turn number 4. McHugh keeping the car very straight. Did hear he's trying to keep the left rear under the car. It might have copped a bit of wear early, so maybe crew chief Nick Speed said you got to keep this hot rod straight. Try not to burn down that left rear.
Murcott now comes back after Macedo. The Downing Brothers S97 trying to muster up a pass after Macedo, but Carson pulls away. Brake disc is glowing on the McHugh NQ7.
Here comes James.
Here comes the Monty Motorsports W17. Really having a look down the back straight, closing massively. I think the tyre might be going away on the NQ7.
They got some traffic to deal with out of turn number 2. Just ahead, you got Hallett, you got Heinrich, and running down low off 4 is Callum Walker. So James McFadden is close, starting to flirt with just a slightly lower entry into 1 and 2. McHugh, as Liam said, the brakes are red hot as he tries to keep the 7 stable. Veal is still there as well. Macedo, Murcott. So the top 5 are still very much a possibility, and we have 10 laps to run.
McHugh puts the pedal down again and throws a blistering time. One of the fastest laps of the race just then. So he's put the foot back down, but here comes McFadden. They're up behind Callum Walker. Had to be a clinical pass from McHugh, and it was. Walker's going to fight him back. McHugh's able to clear. Here comes McFadden again. Oh,
how did he get the groove through the middle? That thing just bit in the middle. James McFadden. Oh, Lockie was keen to get back downstairs. It is on. 7 laps to go. McHugh, McFadden, it's a 2-car race. 6 to go. James searching through the middle. McHugh knows he's there. He had to go defensive. 6 to run.
McFadden on the top. McHugh through the middle, trying to cover both grounds. He needs to pass Heinrich fast. Here comes McFadden. If he holds on to this too long, it's going to spell disaster. McFadden the top. McHugh the bottom. McFadden leads.
What a pass! What a pass! That was a pick him up, throw him over your shoulder, and go hard to the top. That is what 100 races a year will do for you. New leader, James McFadden. McHugh back to 2nd. Veal in 3rd. Murcott. Look at Dave Murcott coming. And you got Macedo and Marcus with 2 to go.
McFadden has just about won every race he's finished since touching back down in Australia just 2 months ago. It's a monumental pedal in his career best form. As we head into the white flag, 1 to run. Just looking at the pass on Newton. Race isn't over. Here comes McHugh. Ryan Newton in front. Lockie McHugh. Oh! Smoking that right rear. Not going to be enough. McFadden wins.
Woo! How about that? They both just threw it to the wind in the end. McHugh was like, screw it. I'm just going to cook these things right off the back if I have to. Mount Gambier, it was worth the wait. Put your hands together for James McFadden. Man, he just scooped him up and threw him over his shoulder in turn 2. And said, we're going.
Smell the rubber in the air now too. They just laid it on thick.
How about that shot coming off 4? Lockie's got the left rear smoking. James has got the right rear smoking.
Both ripping through the middle.
At 17 here. And when he does, Mount Gambier, be generous with your applause. Man, Lockie McHugh was phenomenal. Come on, borderline. James McFadden. I reckon he liked that one. Just throws that checker down. What a race.